You're a grown adult now, congratulations, and you're trying to manage the grown adult relationship with your parents, who maybe haven't quite made the transition to the fact that you're a grown adult now. So, what do you do? How do you manage that? That's challenging. But it's not really all that challenging. It's really the same way that you would have a healthy relationship with any of your friends, colleagues at work, any of the other types of relationships. It's about having healthy boundaries, having respect, but having limits and setting limits and being clear on what they are. You're not going to set limits with your parents, and they can only have limited involvement in your life. You decide. But they're my parents. Yeah, I know. But they're family. Yeah, I know. And that sometimes is a hang up for us because sometimes we also haven't learned yet how to treat that relationship differently than how it used to be. They are your parents, but you're now a grown-up adult with them. You get to have an equal relationship in which you both have power of the grown-up adult who makes decisions and choices for their own life. So you can still take advice and feedback and support and help from your parents. However, there shouldn't be strings attached. You need to be able to make your own choices for yourself and your life and to decide and choose what's best for you. If you haven't seen my video on the Personal Bill of Rights, that might be a great thing for you to pop over and watch. That's helpful. Or maybe one of my videos on healthy boundaries, because those could be helpful as well. It is difficult being a grown-up child now and having parents who maybe haven't made that transition to accepting you as a full grown-up and allowing and supporting you making all the choices for your life. A lot of parents do still want to try to tell you what to do or still feel like they should get the final say in the choices and decisions for your life. And there's a lot of different varying parenting ideas amongst parents on those types of things and their grown-up adult children. But now that you're a grown-up, it's going to come down to you being the one who has to manage your life. These are choices and decisions that are before you now that you have to be comfortable with, and they have to make sense for your life that you're building and creating. And sometimes your choices and the things that you're going to choose to do are going to be different than what your parents would choose for you. Please remember, your parents did grow up in a different time than you're growing up in. They weren't becoming grown-ups in the same time period you're becoming a grown-up. So some of their advice and some of their wisdom is maybe outdated for the world in which you live, and that's going to be okay. Now, some of their advice may actually just be classic, good, healthy advice, and only you are going to be able to discern for yourself in your life what you're going to take and accept as help and what is not going to work and fit for you. You're going to make some mistakes and choices make some mistakes with your choices along the way, but that's okay. That's part of growing up as well.